Triggers. Forgot to change my talismans. Oh well. Oops.
Hey! Hey!
Yeah, got a phone call for some reason. Again. Don't even know why I got that phone call. Bad timing, too. Damn, that can throw me into fights quick.
Hey!
Is he here?
Hey!
Okay. They okay? I was like, I'm gonna lay down now. Let me finally change my talismans. I keep forgetting. Just a basic dagger. Yeah, even these basic daggers can get the job done. Probably the fastest weapon in the game is these daggers. with the fastest frame rate that they pop out of. Even faster than the handsman axe. But they don't have the range. They got the speed though.
Hey!
Oh, that got me? Aw. Yeah, the dagger did about 500 or more damage, so... If I rolled into it, I think I could probably would have dodged it. It got me barely on the edge. I know I could parry with one of them. There's a lot of things you could do.
Hey!
Hey!
Maybe lightning is the best source for this. You just gotta find the right Ashes of War. Oh, I have very poor physical resistances.
Hey!
It's nice to fly in the air, though. Wonder what happens if you run out of FP, though. Do you just jump up and slice down? Because I just gotta find the right Ashes of War, and these daggers can hum. Lightning's pretty good, because they give you that extra damage from everyone not having any resistance.
Hey! Hey!
Oh, it got me. God, I hope they nerf that. Just gonna nerf by more than 50% the final outward of your body being poked. Because the initial primary damage is all from being impaled. Spikes coming out of you is just excessive damage. you go. Cool daggers. One range, one close range. The gravity one, though. If I pull that out of the ground, it's gonna make it either a dagger with rocks, or does it make it a normal sized sword?
Hey! Hey!
It looks like an ice cream cone. It's cute. Can a roar stack on a roar? Kind of curious if a roar can stack on another roar. Maybe daggers are probably meant to be offhanded. They are daggers, but to dual wield is fun.
Hey!
Let me hit you with my lolly. That hit me in midair.
Hey!
Yeah, the gravity thing is kind of gives it a little more oomph. I feel like the daggers are meant to be more offhanded. Sort of like the hand axe. You don't quite dual wield, you offhand. Because it's faster in your offhand. They do lack range. But that's fine. Yeah, you want to do crits with this, but
Hey! Hey!
don't take forever. Back and blind blade, yeah. Oh, it was an NPC. Ran to the center immediately after I died. Ugh. I know there's other stuff that can raise that, but guy got threatened enough by my weapon. Wow, that is some latency. Only if I critted, I probably could have done a shit ton of damage. I didn't realize it broke it till after I pressed the button a couple times. It's like, oh shit, crit, nothing.
Hey!
You already failed rule number 2. There's 2 rules to duels, my brother, and you failed rule number 2. No greases or consumables allowed, bitch. You failed by using consumables. You already failed on turn 1. No consumables in a duel. You want to play with your consumable trash, go to PvE in the other forms. Or PvP in the other setups. This is a duel. There's only 2 rules to a duel. Please respect those ancient rules. Can't break poise either.
Hey!
Really? Oh! Over 1,000 crit damage. That just ended him immediately upon being... It's like, Backstab, 1038. Okay, that was how much HP he had left apparently. Yeah, those daggers are fucking insane when it comes to critting too. One of the top ones. I think there's stronger crit daggers that you could parry for. But there's also swords that do the same too, but these little guys are just fun. Just gotta know what you're doing, and you'll be fine. There's no such thing as a bad weapon in any game, really. Just some take more time to invest into. Like, if I wanted to go all out with these daggers, I would have to have a parry on one, and I would have to make sure to time it without failing ever.
Hey! Hey!
Yeah, I think, yeah, it's like consumables are not allowed in duels, but your crossbow bolts and arrows are kind of not consumable since you have to put them in your quiver, and you have to use those to, use the weapon in general. Those are more like armament, like you would the talismans. It has to be part of it, or the weapon won't work. The crit though on this thing is insane. Yeah, one crit and it's over. That's all I need. One backstab or whatever it's needed.
Hey!
Just a humble little dagger. Just the basic dagger, that's what that is. And everyone's like, this thing sucks. It's like, no, you're just not using it right. It's a good little thing. It's there for you to help when you need it. There's always stronger weapons, but they take up too much of your attention. A lot of them are fancy. Pretty sure many people are like, well, there's a lot of daggers with high crits like that. Yeah, and this one's good too. It's the lightest. Makes for a great light build. See, this 110, 140, these are probably the best for critting. Maricords. 110. Yeah, 100, 110. Yeah, Maricord, just the basic dagger, and the Maricords have the highest crit of all the daggers. It's got a good piercing attack, huh? Yeah, just preferred. A lot of these basic weapons are nice. Just the sword and the dagger. Old school.
Hey!
You already broke rule 1 and 2, and then you're using the worst weapons you can ever use, the pata. No skill, no manners, no honor. That's disturbing. That's sad, disturbing behavior there. Bro couldn't do basic rule number 1 or number 2.
Hey!
Square off works great, but it's a shame he had to break rule 2. No consumables. He could have won without it. Yeah, but square off. When's the last time you see someone actually use square off with a sword? Not to mention, square off looks good when I'm like this. I look like an old rattered knight that's just trying to get by.
Hey!
Come on. You don't need to go that long. That did a shit ton of damage. Just a regular old fucking knight. It's like, hold my stance and then go in. Even the katana is like that forward charge and I nailed her with it, and that's like the easiest thing to miss. And if it hits though, damn, it connects hard. Oh wait, I have those. What am I doing? Should probably look up common soldier helmets.
Hey!
Take your petars and shove them. That's ridiculously cool. I look like just a soldier with the head of a dog. Woof. You had to use greases for that as well. Don't use consumables in an honorable duel, but this is back to basics, and the basics still slap hard. Maybe harder than before. That guy was wearing full solitude armor, and I just staggered him. It's like, what? And I'm using a really weird Ash of War no one likes to use. Let me find a different helmet. I want to see if I could just make a common soldier outfit. A really good one, though. One that hides my face, hopefully? Let's not hide my face for a soldier helmet. Okay, these ones do. Well, some don't. That's it? 2 options? A lot of us like to hide our face. At this point, I'm just getting heavier. These are good ones too. Banished Knight's a good one. Okay, let me just reevaluate my equip load here. Put soldiers in common stuff. Two-handing a weapon somewhat gives me a little more damage, but not a lot. Not as much as I want. I believe that it's a charge skill because you're holding your stance and you charge on them. This is literally me just wearing the common soldier stuff. And its stats are fairly good. For some odd reason. Exile soldier, pretty good. Oh, you kidding? Pretty good. Other than my PC's acting up right now, so I'm kinda screwed. I'm just using the basic, you know the basic dagger? Everyone's like, oh, the dagger sucks. You know it's the second most powerful crit dagger in the game, right? 130 crit versus the other dagger, this 140. They're the highest critting daggers in the game. If you crit someone with it, it's over 1,000 damage.
Hey!
Yeah, but its reach is not what you want. It's the crit that you want. If I can nail one shot with this, you'll see a shit ton of damage. Just gotta hold my timing just right. But I nailed someone for like 1,000 something plus damage when I ran in. It went forward, it went launched upward, I nailed him. And then one more hit took him out. And no one really uses that Ash of War. It's just as powerful as Sheath, but you can use it with any sword. That's not a big sword. I think it's only with straight swords, actually. And thrusting weapons can do it, too. Straight swords and thrusting weapons, I think, are the only ones allowed to use that stance. Right? Square off. Yeah. This skill starts with a sword held level, followed up by a normal attack that slashes upwards through the enemy's guard and strong. When they mean enemy's guard, they mean it's the same as a kick. Milady user? What, the little kids aren't on the playground right now? My god, that sword is so overused now. The Milady. The Redditor sword. I think I'm gonna let you do that. I can feel it nicking my body. See, the stance is still good. It's just as powerful as Sheath. It depends on the weapon you're using. I'm pretty sure that not only straight swords can use that, right? I'm pretty sure that's maybe a straight sword only usage, just like how katanas. Yeah, I wish that every weapon got its own moveset. Like, every classified version of a weapon got its own unique moveset that was not, no, subpar in comparison. Because I remember great swords being unique in the Dark Souls series when it came to how they fought. Yeah, square off. Square off is good. Yeah, they need to rethink their way they classify their movesets, because some of them make no sense. Like the butcher knife, how the hell is that an axe? Shouldn't that be a unique sword with its own unique combat fighting style? Because that thing is gigantically looking like a gigantic butter knife for spreading. Usable on straight swords. So it's a straight sword only with that? I don't like using my lady because it feels too easy. I like to use anything and everything. I believe there's no such thing as a bad weapon. I just believe it's a bad player who doesn't know how to use it yet. Or it just might not fit your playstyle. It might not be for you, but it's strong in the hands of other people. All depends on the player, really.
Hey!
Come on. Stance up with me, bitch. By the way, if he tries to block this, it will break his guard immediately. Oh shit. Unless he parries me, then yeah, that'll do it. And me and him, you wearing the same? No, he's wearing the other version of what I have, the dark version. Yeah, parrying always works. Parrying always hurts. I swear, parrying still OP as hell. But they should have kept the parrying system from Sekiro. They could have kept the parrying system from Sekiro, the dodging system from Bloodborne, and mixed and matched the fighting styles of the weapons from all the games into Elden Ring, and you would get a fucking combat system that's gonna look purely anime completely. But instead, they kind of chunked it all over the place and put it through a blender, and it's like, well, this is a mess. I mean, it works. It's okay. It's just, it's rough. It's like trying to swallow paste. Oh yeah, I did Bloodborne with just my fist and a torch. Got to one hit left on the final boss, and the damn thing got me by literally hitting me with a attack frame that spawned behind the enemy, and I don't know how that happened. So I was like, yeah, screw it. Got my favorite weapon and just killed it in one shot.
Hey!
I'm gonna take the free shot. Damn, I got stun locked. I couldn't even roll out of it. Actually, torches are pretty good if you know the right. I believe there's one armor set, one piece of armor that helps torches become more powerful by increasing the time, how long is someone is set on fire. And the Lord's Talisman will make your torches last longer if you blow fire on the ground. The torches last longer. Oh no, I got stun locked. I couldn't do shit. I have 40 poise though, so. Square off is a charge skill, right? If I remember, square off is a charge skill because you do charge. You do charge as you go forward into an enemy. But some things are considered charge skills that are not, and some that are not. It's confusing. I mean, vacuum slice is a goddamn storm, but they don't count it as a storm.
Hey! Hey!
There you go. Because some things that look like they should be stomps are not considered stomps, and some things that are or not. Every build has their weaknesses and strength, though. I probably could have got away with a light attack just now. Because you got this. The fastest attack frame is this dagger, by the way. This dagger has the fastest attack speed of all weapons in the game, and it's the lightest to boot. feel like a badass knight though doing this. Bro, really? Bad boy, bad. I get you're allowed to, but it doesn't matter about range. It's about having the balls. Ah. Actually, Storm Ashes of War can do over 1,500 damage. That's the Storm ones, yes. It takes the Storm Talisman, though, from the DLC. And if you're wearing the one particular piece of armor that gives you a buff to your Storm attacks, it will give you an insane amount of damage where you can one-shot most people with a Storm Ash of War. But you have to give up you have to give up an armor slot, I believe, and a talisman slot for it. But I think it's worth it. And then you can use any spear you want or something, and any Ash of War. Because I was doing like 800 Ash of War at the Storm Talisman earlier.
Hey! Hey!
Whoosh! See? 500. I made a flinch. If I nail him with the upward strike, he's dead. See? But that's literally what it's supposed to be. Literally the title of the stream. The title of the stream is Back to Basics. I'm literally going back to basics. It's literally the point of my stream is just going back to the basic stuff. I've gotten too used to fancy moves and weird gimmicks. Or this is just me being a basic soldier. With my dagger in my hand and my sword in the other, and I fight people. Old school style. Like, I mean, do people not read the titles of a stream or a video before they... It's like, back to basics. I'm using basic shit. The basic shit is still strong as hell.
Hey! Hey!
Ow. Fun thing about this, square off, if I hit his shield, I'm gonna break it. Square off acts like kick when he hit a shield. That Bro broke rule number 2 of a duel, though. No consumables. It only applies to duels, though. In a duel, you're not allowed to use consumables. You're only allowed to use your spells, incantations, and your weapons and armor and talismans. Everything else is not allowed because it's a duel. That's the only thing that applies to duels, is those 2 rules. Starter gear is pretty basic, yeah. But I kind of wanted to look the part. Kind of wanted to look the part on top of it. Because I got all this stuff. See? Plus, the common soldier gear is not... It's no joke. It's pretty good. It's like the game gives you decent gear right at the beginning. And I'm using my favorite sword in the game. One of my favorite straight swords in the game is the just common straight sword.
Hey!
Oh, backstab. Yeah, he's using. I think he's using the second best dagger for backstabbing in the game. Is the Mystic Magarath or something like that? That thing will like delete you with one backstab. The only reason I gave my dagger that Ash of War for the storm thing is so I could get some range into my attacks, because some people like to use their consumables, which is a no-no in a duel. In a duel, you're not supposed to use consumables. That's one of the main rules. All the way back to Demon Souls era. When back in Demon Souls, you drank everything you had. I'm not good with names though, but you mean the screaming one?
Hey!
Hey.
I got beat to death by a bard.
Hey.
I'm trying to pay attention here. The Storm Ash, Storm Ash. You mean the Stomp? The Stomp is great for great swords. If you want to use that basic great sword, I'd recommend the Stomp with it, because then it could cleave with a heavy right afterwards. You stomp and then use a heavy attack with a great sword, and it's like it's a true combo. I just like this sword right here a lot. And I'm trying to show that this dagger, though people toss this dagger in the trash and think nothing of it, it's not a bad little dagger. It gets the job done and can crit for over 1,000 damage. Well over 1,000 damage. Yeesh. Oh, the one where I'm whipping air? Yeah, I use that on the dagger for the range, yes. I don't think the armor gives you a buff to that, though. I don't think.
Hey! Hey!
Uh-oh. Oh boy. This latency from hell! That I cannot fight against this. This level of latency is ridiculous. I think no one could blame me for losing that one. My brother's in fucking Egypt right now trying to fight me with a pizza cutter, and I'm like, I'm over here in America going, bro, I'm in Washington. I cannot take this kind of latency. If I want pizza, I'll go outside, thank you. But damn, my lord, you're scooting. Dark side of the lag. He'll be there holding my hand as it gets chopped off. I know what armor set you mean. Because there's even some shields here that are fun. I love these shields because, believe it or not, these shields with the bleed effect. This shield has bleed effect, right? But it has... They have a weird little thing of working in a weird way. And exile armor. I mean, I got the armor set for every knight in the game. See? I got the foot soldier one, I got the leather draped one, the chain draped one, the scarlet draped one, the cloth one. I'm using the common soldier armor right as a vulgar militia armor sets, shadow armor sets. I also got one for every knight. I grinded for these things for hours. Even the freaking commander sets. Because a lot of these do have special little advantages. And for some reason, I don't know if it's me or not, but if you wear a full set, it feels like you get a little extra bonus out of nowhere. Like there's something hidden in the back. Well, yeah, that's the whole point. You're not supposed to just blindly follow. You're supposed to figure things out yourself. I'm just saying that never just do whatever the internet says is the most OP when you know for a fact that's not true. There's things in this game that are very capable. But people just go online and hear the worst about it and go, "That must be bad." It's like, that's not true. That's not true at all. How did my stats come out this high, though? Holy crap. A lot of people use this toothpick, though, as an accessory to your build, as in, like, a buff, a way to buff yourself, or a way to give yourself a ranged ability. That's pretty much what the dagger's for, but I've shown that the dagger can crit. So if you break someone's stance, pull out your dagger and stab them with it, it's gonna kill them. Outright. So the dagger is quite a great little. Oh, I broke your. It's like the dagger pretty much is like, oh, did I just break your stance? Cool, stab. You're dead now. Goodbye.
Hey! Hey!
I almost forgot my own rules. Well, not my rules. They've been the rules since the beginning. Did he try to jump? Nice. Ooh, that knocked me out of my bolt. There's always talismans to make you more powerful. Ah, fuck. I probably shouldn't just kept the. I should have kept that one hood on. The knight's hood. You know that whip is technically one of the closest things you're gonna get to Bloodborne weapon. The Bloodborne weapons that change and alter their shape. Because technically that whip is technically a longsword that just folds in on itself. Just like how there's a curved sword that you straighten out and turn into a whip. Oh wow, that looks kind of badass. Not gonna lie. Do I trade out for more physical defense and immunity, or for more defense, or do I go for a different approach? Because I believe I can light load myself eventually. I just gotta switch out my gauntlets and stuff and I can be a light loader. I mean, aesthetically, the way it would look. I mean, it looks good like this. You look good. That's what I'm going for, is looks most of the time. 50 poise, though. It's not bad. Yeah, there's only 2 rules to a duel that everyone has been following since Demon Souls. You emote at the beginning as a handshake, and you don't use consumables. That's it. It only applies to duels. Nothing else.
Hey!
Seriously? Why aren't you gonna emote, motherfucker? Where's your emote? Where's your handshake, huh? Where's your honor? Up. There goes the last of his honor. He has no honor. Oh, don't stand in the middle, NPC. Why do they stand in the middle? It's a little late to emote now. You're supposed to do it at the beginning, not buff yourself. Though, I guess, as long as you emote, but within the time frame. But not at the end, when it's over. You do it at the beginning. That's why people choose the fastest emotes, like 0.1 second timer. You can use a finger snap. Any emote works, just use one. He lost all credibility as a gamer. That's sad. Emote, don't buff.
Hey!
See? Ah, no credibility. Broke both rules yet again. Too late. You've lost credibility. You broke the two rules. There's literally only two rules in a duel and you broke both. Must be a new player that's never played a FromSoft game in their life till now. They play Elden Ring, the easiest one, and think they're good. They gotta go back and play the older ones now and watch themselves shit themselves when they realize the hitboxes are insane. Especially the grapple hitboxes are massive. Like the size of a bus. And they will nail you from 50 feet away, and it's like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, you gotta realize the older games were much harder. Because either you got through the fight or you didn't continue playing to the end.
Hey! Hey!
Ah. Ah. I could give myself a better sword with longer range and stuff that make this a lot easier. Up to you. But I just really like how this sword looks. It's one of my favorites. Of the straight swords anyways. I love the throwing daggers. A lot of Smith script weapons are great. The Milady, immediately I picked it up, tried it, and went, wow, this fucking is gonna be abused as hell. And then I put it away and never touched it again. And now I see it every fucking where. At least the pizza cutter guy knows what he's doing. He knew to emote. Power of the toothpick. Whoops, I was gonna switch the Astral War out real quick, but Vacuum Slice is not bad. It's just it's more of a don't you dare buff in front of me kind of move where you use it and it'll slice the enemy as they're trying to buff, knocking them out of it.
Hey!
I already broke rule number 2, and they're breaking rule number 1. No honor. I have no respect for that. Why would I show you respect when you can't even show the basic 2? This is a duel and they can't even do the only 2 rules in a duel. They must really not have the skill to be a good gamer if they can't even follow the 2 basic rules. It's been that way since Demon Souls. In Demon Souls, you had to do it the hard way by drinking all your flasks at the beginning, and I mean the blue ones too. All your flasks had to be drank. And then you would fight to the death, and no consumables were allowed. You use a consumable, everyone watching would jump you and kill you instantly. And the winner would be the person that you use the consumable against. It's just an old school way of we did it. Because they didn't have a Coliseum back then, but there was still 2 basic rules in all the duels. Now the rules could be changed depending on if the players both agreed to the certain set of rules, but the basic 2 rules always stood.
Hey!
Bro came into the game after eating crab. I already lost your fucking game because you decided to use a consumable dagger. No consumables, good sir, or else you just have a tiny micro penis. And no balls. You can't even call yourself a gamer either, because you don't even know your own culture enough to know the rules? The basic ones? There's only 2. Even I know those rules, and I'm a retard. No, I did take special needs classes throughout middle school, high school, and yeah, for all 12 years. I did get out of special needs class when it came to math, though. Eventually, I did get out of it. And yeah, I got into algebra and stuff. As soon as they said, oh, you're going to go to calculus for your final year of high school, I'm like, ha, no. Screw your calculus, I'm done. I'm surprised I even got through algebra. Hey. Rule number 1 completed. Okay. Really? Okay, fine. I could do that too, and this could be an endless cycle of us going around and around and around. Trade? Let's trade. Uh-oh. The lag is starting to kick in. Damn. Yeah, but that was a respectable match. Don't know why she turned on her lantern. That was weird. But that's why I have that for. The charge attack, though, if it goes through, it does a shit ton of damage. Because of the stance buff as well. But if I pick I'm probably not picking the best talismans for it. There's probably more talismans I could have equipped that would do better. Because I can't tell if that's a charge or not. Potency of Storms, that's not kidding. That increases the damage by a good 200. I don't know if it counts as a two-handed weapon attack. Because I haven't had time to read on it. Hmm. Let's do this and... give myself a nice good buff and damage. Buff for my damage output.
Hey!
You already broke rule 1 and 2 right off the bat. Why don't people understand the two basic rules? Or are they just not real gamers? Just casual tourists. They're like, I'll test this out. Oh, I'm so good. Bro, you broke both rules. Like, could you win without it? I think you could, but the problem is you lack your own wherewithal, I guess. You doubt your own skills? What do you fear so much that you do not try? You don't try it without all the fucking handicap garbage they give you to craft and make. Bet you without it, you'll do better.
Hey! Hey!
Man, that crushed me pretty quick. Though if I was probably more careful, I probably would have done better. I just kept walking right into that. Because I knew he was going to jump attack. He's going to endure, jump attack, slam, then swing over and over and over, thinking that's always going to guarantee a win when it's not. Since I could just roll poke, roll poke, roll poke until he gets frustrated. It's just true, though. There's always a way around everything in this game. It just depends on if you're willing to put up with the boring repetitiveness. Just like some of the DLC bosses where you just dodge, 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 poke, dodge, 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 poke. What the hell? That is deceptively long range. What's with the walking in the center? No, seriously, what is with that? That's like the most NPC behavior I've ever seen. It's like, what are you supposed to do after the... I don't know, stand still afterwards and emote? Play with your dick? I don't know. Just running to the center feels weird. It's like, why would you go there of all places? Why would you run away at all? You know what's weird is how powerful this is right here. Godric's Soldier Gauntlet. The common soldier stuff is insanely strong. I don't understand. Why is it that strong? It's kind of ridiculously strong, right? Am I the only one that's seeing that? Like, it all goes blue, and it's like, why is it... It's such a light-loaded armor set, yet it can pump out so much stats.
Hey!
See, emote at the beginning. There you go. Then we fight. No use for consumables, though. And then you emote. He was trying to crit me for an insta-kill. The problem is this armor also has high resistance to crit. So I won't die immediately, it'll take a couple tries, but... Yeah, that's it. The common foot soldier stuff is mix and match it and you'll find some really interesting combos. It's like, I guess you can wear a whole set of one type, but then you'll... It's like, okay, it's weak in this one area, but if you mix and match the pieces of the different common soldier stuff, you get some insanely high resistances. A lot of these were my go-to options. But now the common soldier sets are like outpacing the good shit. Well, this is British Knight Helm is one of the most powerful helms. I'm at 35 pounds, so I'm technically only 5 pounds overweight. If I wear this, though, that makes me light-loaded. And I'm highly... I can not handle lightning and holy attacks as much anymore, but My face is hidden. It's just bandages on your face with a mask with a wig. Also, the hair on that thing is kind of buggy. If you die and your face goes and you go face first, your hair will go in the air.
Hey!
You already broke rule 1 and 2. You broke rule 1 and 2 already, brother. No honor to give you. Go on, keep using your greases. Greasy, greasy little man. You have no honor. Bro, you can't say shit because you can't even do the 2 basic rules. Nah, bro. Nah. You can't follow the 2 basic rules of a duel. And they're child's play rules. They're simple and easy to follow, in other words. So easy, toddlers who are just learning to think understand those rules. It's like, bitch, you can't follow the basic etiquette? There's a simple basic etiquette to it. But my god, you cannot follow that basic childlike etiquette. Oof. I see mommy and daddy wasn't around. Do I not have a roar available? Did I use up all the roars? No. No, they're right here. Why can't I? I guess you can't have those roars on your dagger. But I can use Golden Vow. If I want my dagger to buff me. Golden Vow is okay. The way I set up my character is he's a jack of all trades, master of none. His strength is 30, dex is 30, intelligence is 30, faith is 30, arcane is 30. Even down the board.
Hey!
Damn, that blood loss builds up fast. Depending on if I catch someone a roll catch with that too, I can do quite a lot. Quite a lot, but I can switch it out to a different sword as well and get a longer range. Even the short sword has its uses. Golden Vow's not gonna work on that dagger. It doesn't work for me anyways. I need a projectile. I need something that gives me range, and the dagger does do that without taking up any weight. I think it's like a pound. I have butter knives that weigh more than that. That are sharpened too. Yeah, I have sharpened butter knives. It's very misleading. You go to reach for a butter knife, you can cut yourself by accident.
Hey!
Why? And my glowing stick. Yeah, this dagger is great for a misleading ranged weapon. I get it, most people use it for a buffing tool. But if you could use it to, like, shoot something down the way, and it's like, ow. It's like, what the hell did that come from? It's like, my tiny toothpick. Your tiny toothpick did 500 damage? Yeah, it's kind of fucking sneaky that way, isn't it? If anything, I probably should put lightning on it. That way the holy thing when I shoot out is a lightning one. Because for some reason that gives the weapon lightning damage. Including the projectile. Elemental transfer is a thing. Like, lightning right here. If I add lightning, that light I shoot out will also have a slight bit of lightning to it. Not much, but enough to get an extra 50 damage out of it. Yay, freebie damage. God, this hair. Look at the hair as I run her in circles. That hair. I having a bad hair day. The hair standing up on end like that. I love it. You don't need to use... why does he have glowstones, of all things?
Hey!
Ah, brother in Christ, you're the reason that no one has any respect for fucking mages. Always the same 6 blue pew-pew spells. Because they track heavily. Always the same 6. You will get no bitches and no respect for doing that. 300 spells, and these fuckers use the same 6. I mean, you can, it's just everyone's gonna think you're compensating for something, and you probably are. But my brother in Christ, why are you trying to go pew pew for so much? They did see the extra damage output though for giving my dagger lightning infusion for some reason. Why it does that? I don't know. Some of the element transfers into the projectile, I guess.
Hey! Hey!
That breaks rule number 2. I can hold this all day. There it is, 1,161. You don't need those consumables. You really don't. You hear that expression, get good? If you want to get good at a duel, no consumables. Can't get good with those. Those are just a crutch. Get ruin arcs are used later on for New Game Plus like 5, 6, and 7 because you kind of need them. Or your ass will get one-shot in PvE because of the scaling system.
Hey! Hey!
Gotta wait for my timing. Just one hell of a standoff.
Hey!
We were both like literally not giving up a single inch of space. She kept switching from weapon to weapon. I'm like, okay, you're going range, I'll pull out my dagger. Okay, you're going back to that, I'll pull out my sword. Okay, back to dagger. Okay, back to sword. Well, you gonna make up your mind anytime soon? No? Okay, back to dagger. That back and forth was one hell of a weird fight. Yeah, basic armor. The basic armor is pretty powerful. I don't know why no one's really using it. I believe someone did a playthrough with only basic armor from the knights. And he was like shocked too that mixing and matching them gave you quite the bit of a resistance to a lot of things.
Hey! Hey!
Okay, good. Oh, fuck, you already lost this now because you did that. You lost all respect, my brother. You lost all respect. No consumables and you immediately use a consumable pot. That's a no-no. You're doing so well, too. But bro got antsy because he's probably 10. It was going so well. Man. Yeah, you can use any greatsword you like, too. I just like how this one looks and feels. It's just classical knight. Just looks like a knight's sword. Some basic guy would have this and go out into the field and fight. And the dagger's there for secondary self-defense. And it has lightning. So it does extra damage to everybody because no one has lightning resistance other than Death Knights.
Hey!
I love the fighting way this does too. The way this thing fights. The way this sword fights though, the bastard sword, the broadsword, is different from all the other straight swords. That nearly killed him. But it gives you a defense buff. But yeah, that's a good fight right there. That's a good fight. The blue juice is debatable apparently nowadays. If you are allowed to use the blue juice consumable. Because it's a flask they give you and they only give you 3. And I'm like, we're not allowed that in the old G games. You drink all of those before you started a fight. So mages had to be more cautious with their spells. Granted, their spells were strong enough to one-shot most things. Why are fight monk gauntlets so strong? Hmm. Interesting. I don't know.
Hey!
Doesn't he have a specialized their own greatsword? I'm getting the guy in the big knight armor fucking PTSD over here. Oh, there we go. Thank God this has crit defense. I fucking with him. I'm like, we're gonna do it? We're gonna do it? He's waiting to parry. He's like waiting for me to hit him so he can parry it. But it's like I'm just wiggling his face. I'm already getting old with this. But it's nice. I kind of like the sword, so. I could wield a shield, but that would put me in a high weight class. Or I could just put parry on the dagger itself and just parry with the dagger. It'll suck, but it'll do a lot of damage. Why you choose a Colt? Because that's literally specialized for parrying. It gives you more defensive stats, so when you parry, it's easier. Also, then after you parry, you stab him with the dagger. Shit ton of damage.
Hey!
Yay! Rolled right into that one. Ah, it's those fist, those old fist gauntlets. I haven't seen those in a while. And the non-spiked ones too. That's a rarity. It's kind of hard to parry someone punching you. I could parry with the sword in my hand instead of using my thing, so I have to two-hand it just to do my shtick. Okay, that's fine. Ah, I couldn't parry. He already lost at the beginning as soon as he lost his credibility by using a fucking perfume bottle. No consumable means no consumables. The only thing I think that accepts it is arrows because you kind of need those for the bow. Those aren't technically consumables, those are more like ammo. So bolts and arrows are exception to the consumable rule because they're ammo. People wouldn't be this cocky if they didn't give you didn't change it to where you got your shit back after a duel. Really? Guess it just determines on what kind of stat you want. I mean, this does match my outfit altogether. It pulls it all nicely. Kind of more impressed how those stats skyrocket, though.
Hey! Hey!
Come on, no more pew-pews, please. Doesn't look like much, but it's honest fighting. Ah, at least you didn't use consumables. Gotta give you that much credit. And you did. It was a fair duel. I think she didn't use consumables. I didn't see nothing, so looked fine to me. Though when I parried, I should have switched over my dagger and just watched the health bar get deleted. At least it was it was night magic, night comet and stuff. Those are, I don't see those very often. Because they normally come from behind and the AI can't track it. It's stealth magic or nothing or something like that.
Hey!
Ah, I couldn't parry. He has poke stick carts when it's on fire. Wish I could have parried it and then deleted his health bar. I can always increase my damage for crits by using a certain couple talismans for critical damage. Upon doing crits, it increases your damage output. I think there's 3 talismans. If you wear them right and you get a crit out, it can instantly delete a lot of players' health bars up to 2,000 or something like that. Oh, I'm not using roars anymore. Why is that still equipped? Because right here, raises attack power after each critical hit, and it stays raised on you. That's what they don't mention. Until the fight's over. I could have swore I took out that hand thing for the wolf armor. The first tarnish or something, the round table hold armor set. I want to see that one. A lot of them that have wrappings around them are pretty good. They're kind of cloth metal based.
Hey! Hey!
You already lost. You use a consumable. Bro, you're using a consumable and not emoting. You can't even follow the 2 basic rules. If you can't follow the 2 basic rules of a duel, don't go to a duel. They're simple rules to follow, and some reason these children don't understand. And if they're adults, I feel even more pity for them. It should be common knowledge. Like 1 + 1 = 2. And 2 + 2 = 4. That common. As common as your mother had you by accident. Did I not take it out? I must have not taken it out. I could have swore I took out that hand gauntlet, the gauntlet for that. Yeah, Rage Wolf Gauntlet. I took that out. Yeah, it matches the look. For some reason though, Egon's Gauntlet is like gives you the best outright stats.
Hey!
Can you do the emote? Nope, you already failed. Bro, we're not gonna give you an honorable duel like this. You can't even follow the basic fucking rules. You can't follow the two basic simple rules a toddler can understand, then you will not be fighting me on equal terms. To me, you're lesser. You're lesser than human. You're subhuman. You're trash. You can't even follow the two basic guidelines to a duel. A firing squad of arrows would rain down upon you in a real duel for doing that shit. Then there'd be nothing but left but a pin cushion. You want a fair fight? Honorable fight? Just do the basic, bare minimum. The helmet's what's weighing me down the most. This gives me back enough FP to keep doing my movesets. If I wanted to, I could put a crit talisman, and if I do parry, I can crit and for a large chunk of health. But yeah, it looks nice. It's got fashion, that's for sure. Fashion souls, and just the basic soldier stuff too. I'm more amazed how the basic soldier stuff is like, hey, would you look at that? This kicks ass. Hey, it's the Black Flame guy from the NPC world.
Hey!
See? That guy understands what you do in a duel. I've caught him a couple times breaking the second rule with a throwing dagger, but it's like, bro, you don't need that. Black Flame is like the third most powerful element in the game. There's lightning is the most powerful because the resistance to lightning is so fucking low on everything. Even with full Death Knight armor, it's kind of really fucking low. And the second one, second most damage dealing damage is bleed. Then you got Black Flame right after that. Then after that comes ice, actually. So it's like lightning, bleed, Black Flame, ice. From that point on, all of them are pretty about even, but the other ones are up there in damage.
Hey!
Aw, bro, don't use consumables.
Hey,
Bad child, bad. Bad boy, you're better than that. You don't need it. Put away the consumable. Bad. Do I have to bend you over my knee? You're better than that. And you've been using the same build for like 3 days now. You've changed up nothing. So there's no reason you would need to use those damn fucking things. You know how powerful it is. You're just getting bored at this point. Because you won't change things up or try something new. You're an NPC. Brain empty. I know you can punish that great black flame greatsword. You can punish it really well by dodging it, slashing, dodging it, slashing, dodging it, slashing, because it's so slow. But
hey!
you already broke rule 1 and 2 in the first 2 seconds. Wow, I could wear lighter headgear and just get a light loaded. But no, I will not show any respect to those who can't even respect themselves to follow 2 basic rules. And I mean, they're pretty fucking basic. It only applies to duels and only duels.
Hey! Hey!
Damn it. Well, he followed the rules, so it's fine. It's just... I was trying to parry. Parrying with the dagger is a... it's something else. It does override my basic attack, though, so I would have to two-hand it just to get it to go off. Which is fine by me. I always just two-handed my dagger for range for a while, and then now I can just parry and then stabby. I need to get better at parrying anyways. My guy's eyes are barely sticking out of there, like I've seen some shit. I could do the wounded soldier build. The wounded soldier build is kind of fucked up.
Hey! Hey!
This is way more fun. Look at we're covered in blood. I know I lose this, but still. But yeah, don't use consumables, people. You want to see real skill, just fucking go for it. Don't use your consumables and see what you can do with what you build. You ain't gonna find out the real strength of your capabilities or the fucking power your whole build has if you have to fucking rely on a bunch of garbage ass bullshit in your toy box. To find out its true power and potential, you have to use it as is. No enhancing it through fucking outside means with consumables. The wounded soldier build, though, is this with a hat. The helmet is the cloth. Your hands are covered in bandages. And then I can go for a much more heavier armor body. Then I can go for one of these leggings. One more higher ones. The wounded soldier. Still fighting even after he's been beaten to the bloody pulp. And stats-wise, that's not too bad. Granted, I will not be able to take a hit for shit. No.
Hey!
Emote. Takes you 0.1 seconds to click this. Okay, that works. See, that works. That's an emote. Yeah, parrying is hard with it. Parrying is hard, but I believe there's better parrying options in my dagger. But the dagger's a nice little choice to have for, like, it's light enough to where you can mess around with your build more if you want to stay in the medium. Everyone's like, oh, you shouldn't be using light load because why would it matter? It's like, light load, yeah, it gives you more iframes for rolling, but I'm more like light load just because I like to see what I can make out of it. You're a lot weaker in light load, but that's why you get more rolls. Yeah, the bandit gauntlets work for the wounded soldier build. The wounded soldier is funny. You think this build would suck balls, but no. You're just putting on your boots and going out to fight. I believe there's a wounded version of it. More wounded. Doesn't matter which one, because they're both the same. This looks like I'm just putting on my pants. If I wanted a color code. There you go. Just beaten, battered, and bruised. There's so many different ways you can do the wounded soldier. Because believe it or not, this helmet is the bloody rags with a mask on it. It all depends on how you want to go about it.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Bro, it's an emote. You can do an emote at the beginning. Ain't gonna kill you. If it's a long emote, it might kill you. Yes, because technically you just want to go for a fast emote. Which is finger snap. There's so many emotes you can do fast as hell in this game. And there's some you can break out of as you're doing them. So as long as you start up an emote, it's fine. That will always be a rule. That's been a rule since PvP was in Souls games. Always has been, always will be. Really? This is better, huh? I did not think this would be better, but it is. Well, better is a strong word.
Hey! Hey!
Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I forgot. This armor protects me a little bit from being critted. See what I mean by roll, hit, roll, hit, roll, hit? That's how boring that gets real quick. He's definitely an NPC they put in the game. Heck, he's gotta be. The way he, like, does that shit is so fucking... Ugh. I mean, granted, it's a good AI. And if there is a person behind it, I'll be like, bro, what the hell? At some point, I need to get myself something I could wear that's not gonna... Oh, I forgot about this armor set. Mesmer Soldier armor. What would pair up with Mesmer Soldier's armor? Oh, 1 second. Let me go to a party. One second. I don't know what that sound is in the background, and I don't want to know. Dear Lord, that's loud. Hey, dipshit. Just playing Elden Ring and messing around in it like I always do, because I finished everything. Check for yourself.
Hey! Hey!
Yeah. It's one of the easiest from software games they've ever made. It's the easiest one. And they didn't add any for the DLC, by the way. So not hard at all. Yeah. Yeah, good for you. I don't platinum chase. I just play because I can. Ah, tree towers. Hey, I can say trade towers because the AI in YouTube doesn't understand what I'm talking about because they're used to a different word. Yeah, well, yeah. Hey, Chris, you want to know some... I want to hear this joke? Two goldfish are in a tank. The other one turns to the other one and goes, I don't know how to drive this. two soldiers are in a tank. One looks at the other and goes. Hey, Chris. What's the square root of 81? Why didn't you ask our German friends? Dad jokes. Dad jokes cannot be beat. God's not here. He went on vacation. I don't think he's ever coming back. Fine, my sister's gonna have a baby. Yeah. What do you mean? Congrats is just a way for a guy to say, congratulations, a guy stuck a dick in your sister. I'm gonna fill the kid full of sugar and send him home. Well, send her home. Apparently they did a test and found out it's a girl. Through DNA thing. Yeah, apparently you can find out early by testing testing the DNA. Yeah, apparently you can get a DNA test to find out if it's a boy or a girl. Right from the blood itself. So that's interesting. I'm like, is it always accurate? They're like, it's 90% accurate. So it's like, pretty damn accurate actually. My PC's acting up again, so I don't know what to do about that. I gotta figure out something to fix that thing. There's a thing where I pull out the thing that the disc, or what, not disc, right, but the drive, and then put it back in. It gets rid of one of the problems, but the second problem is I get no sound, and then my TV says it's unsupported now, and it's like, what is going on? So I guess I'm on my PlayStation for a while again. Yeah, it's just stuff that shit happens. I cannot parry for shit. Though granted, this dagger is incredibly good for parrying, since it does 130% more damage when you parry. If you get someone in a crit. I'm surprised you haven't gotten Elden Ring being one of the easiest ones. And since it's about 3 years old and it's getting another DLC, when everyone thought they were going to get no more, it's getting a new one. I believe it's going to be a free DLC where Torrent, the horse you ride, gets new skins and you get new armors and weapons and a slight patch. But people are like, the DLC from earlier, the big one for the next story, was supposed to be the final one, but it wasn't. But yeah, because of it's coming out on the Switch too. Oh, I'm not buying that shit. You have to be nuts to buy that shit. If no one buys it for 5 months, it'll drop down to $300 easy. Oh yeah, and games costing like $80 to $100. Yeah, that's not gonna fly. People are just not gonna buy their games and wait for them to probably go on sale, but Nintendo never goes on sale until they see their product not selling, then they go on sale. Because I've seen Nintendo go on sale before because no one bought it. And that means a majority did not buy. Over 50 to 60% did not buy that particular product, so Nintendo's like, just get rid of it. So they put it on sale. But that requires everyone in the world that buys Nintendo stuff to actually hold off. Like, that's gonna work though. It's like, are you guys gonna like hold back and not buy it? And you guys are all foaming at the mouth, so I'm a little worried. I know, it's like, Nintendo product. It's like, bro, it's the same as the last one, just they now finally got 60 FPS. You know the human eye can't see past 60 FPS, right? What, you think you're seeing I know, but anything past 60 FPS is a lie. It's just other background programming like motion blur, ray tracing and all that stuff is hiding the fact you can't see anything. Nothing's changed. It just makes it think it's changed. I mean, if you could actually see past 60 FPS, you could be able to see a hummingbird's wings flap in slow-mo. Like they do on TV. But since the human eye can't see that fast, which a hummingbird's flapping is like 120 FPS, but you can't see that. It's a blur. Hell, if you could see the helicopter rotating, you know, if you could see a helicopter blade rotating in slow motion, like you can see the blade spinning in perfect in circle without it blurring at all, your eyes can miraculously see 500 FPS. That's just something that's not going to happen. Sorry. It's not a thing that humans can even are capable of. But it makes for a great sales pitch. It's like, hey, look at this. We got this, this, and this. It's like, it's not that great. They decided it because it was easy and people fall for it. If you think about it, what's the easiest thing to do? Tell people they can get something that they actually can't use. That's why cars can go over 150 miles per hour, but you can never drive that fast. What's the point then? Why make cars go faster than the speed limit? At all. I get that there's a couple places in the world where the speed limit is non-existent, but I don't live in that part of the world.
Hey!
They're not thinking. They're just saying, "Hey, we'll raise it, and then everyone else will raise it, and then we'll just make them forced to buy our product." Hmm? What? I gotta go real quick, but I gotta go to Burger King. Someone got paid today, I guess. So I'm gonna end my stream and just leave it. Yeah. But yeah, I'll come back and try to play later. I've been streaming for 3 hours, just playing with the basic stuff. Like the stuff everyone tosses out says, "Oh, this is trash." I'm like, no, it's not. It's not trash at all. It's just they don't know what they're doing with it or how to build around themselves. But yeah.